Welcome back. In this video, let's discuss about aggregate functions in SQL. So aggregate functions are used to summarize information from multiple tuples into a single tuple summary. And built-in aggregate functions are count, sum, max, min, and average. So you can also rename the result. What are the result you will get for the aggregation? This is one example. Following query returns a single row of computed values from employee table. So select class. Here usually you will retrieve the whatever you want to retrieve, those attribute needs you have to specify here. Select, and here I use the aggregate function as a sum, salary, max salary, mean salary, average salary. So sum, sum, max, min and avg are the aggregate function, and these aggregate functions you are used for which purpose? To find the sum of the salaries of all employees who works for the sum of the all employee salary and maximum salaries in the employee table and minimum salary in the employee table and average salary in the employee table. If you want to find, this is the procedure you have to follow. Next, you can also rename these values. Okay, so how you can rename? For example, this is your sum salary. So whenever you retrieve, you will get the attribute name as what it is, sum salary as it is. So you don't want this one as it is. If you want to rename, yes, you can rename the aggregate functions also. So that is select sum salary as is the keyword to rename as alias for this particular aggregate function here. What you are renamed here? Total salary. And max salary as renamed as the highest salary, mean salary as lowest salary and average salary as average. So from employee table. So this is how to rename the result of aggregate function. So this is one sample. Null values are not discarded when aggregate functions are applied to a particular column. Find the sum of the salaries of all employees of the research department as well as the maximum salary, minimum salary and average salary in this department. So what actually we need to find here? We have to find the sum of the salaries and also we need to find maximum salary, minimum salary and average salary of all those employees who belongs to research department. So this is the query result. Select. So what actually we need to find here? We need to find a sum of salary. So which aggregate function we require now? That is the sum salary, maximum salary, max aggregate function salary, minimum salary, mean aggregate function salary, average salary, that is the AVG salary here. So from employee, so this salary is the attributes which belongs to employee table and department. So whereas here condition specified is research as a department name, that attribute belongs to department table. So that's why in the from class we need to specify two tables, one is employee and another is the department, and these two tables are joined using the operator join on condition dno equal to d number, and where given condition is what it is, d name equal to research here. So this is the one of the example for aggregate function. So next one more example here. Retrieve the total number of employees in the company, okay, and the number of employees in the research department. So here I written the solution for these two queries. First query is just you want to retrieve number of employees in the company. How many employees are there in that particular company? That information if you want to retrieve, then this is the solution. What is that? Select clause count asterisk symbol. Count star means what? It counts the number of tuples in that employee table here. Next is second query. What is that? Now once again you have to count the number of employees who works for research department here. So then query is what? Select count star from employee and department, because whether that employee belongs to research department or not, that information will get from department table, where joining condition here is specified in where class, whereas here we specified the joining condition in the from class. This is the procedure you have to follow to join tables in from class, and this is the procedure you have to follow to join the tables in where class. okay, and dname equal to research. So this is about your aggregate function. Is it clear now? Okay. So aggregate functions on booleans. You can also perform aggregate functions on booleans. So here one of the procedure is there. Sum and all may be applied as a function on boolean values. So if values are boolean, then you can use the aggregate functions with the sum and all. Sum returns true if at least one element in the collection is true. It is like similar to your OR, logical OR operator. All returns true if all the elements in the collection are true. It is similar to an AND operation. Next is grouping and halving. Grouping, which creates subgroups of tuples before summarizing. So if you want to group the tuples, okay, then it is possible by using what? Using this grouping. And to select entire groups, having classes used. So that subgroups if you want. So yes, you can create using this grouping, and for that entire group if you want to specify any condition, then it is possible using what? Having class here. Aggregate functions can be used in the select class, also in having class. Okay. So in the select class you already know that how to use the aggregate function. Now you learn about how to use same aggregate function in the having class also. So group by clause for grouping. Okay, as a subgroup if you want to group the tuples, it is possible by using one of the clause that we call as a group by class. It partition relation into subset of tuples. Okay, it is based on what? Based on grouping attributes. It apply function to each group independently. If you use the group by class, no, it is depends on grouping attributes, and what are the function we want to apply, it is applied to each group independently. And group by clause specifies grouping attributes and count asterisk or count star. What it means? It counts the number of rows in the group. In each group, how many rows are there? That one if you want to count, then you can use the count star here. This is one example for group by. The grouping attribute must appear in the select class here. Which attribute if you want to group? No, those attribute must be how to specify in the select class also. If it is appear in the select class, same attribute you can take as attribute for group by class here. Select DNO, count star, average salary from employee, group by DNO. So now what is the thing? From the employee you are counting the, okay, you are making the department number. So for this one, if I run this particular query, then how many department numbers are there? That one it makes as a one group. Okay, 541. Assume that these are the 3 departments are available. So then in the output you will get the DNO is what? 541. And count star is how many employees works for this department number 5. Those employee numbers it retrieves here. Assume that 10 employees works for this department number 10 here. And what is the average salary of all the 10 employees here? And for department number 4 only 2 employees. Then what is the average salary of those employees? In department 1 3 employees. Then what is the average salary of those? So that is what we call as a group by. Group by means what it is? By which attribute you want to group, according to that it group the tuples here. Okay, and after that you are performing some operation on that particular group. As if you want to perform, you can perform here. And if grouping attribute has null as a possible value, then a separate group is created for the null value. So for any DNO in the above query, if you don't have the department number for that particular employee, then you are assigned as a null value. In that situation, this null also it takes as a one separate group here. Okay. Your group by may be applied to the result of the join. After joining, what are the result you will get? No, for that joining resultant also you can apply the group by. So this is the procedure. Select P number, P name, count star from project and works on, where P number equal to PNO, group by, and P number equal to P name here. So these are the two attributes. Now you want to group the tuples according to project number and the project name here. And as I told earlier, so in the select class, what are the attributes you are specified? You can specify only those classes in group by here. See, these are the classes we already specified in the select class also. And I'll combine these two, and after combining these two tables, okay, what are the result I'll get to? That resultant, okay, tuples I grouped according to P number and the P name, and in each project number how many employees works, that okay, it counts here. So this is about your group by. Is it clear now? Okay. Next is group by and having class. So at present you know that group by class is used to which purpose? To group according to, okay, tuples you have to group according to subtuples here. And having, it provides a condition to select or reject an entire group here. So this, after grouping, for that group if you want to specify any condition, as it is possible by using this having class. This is one example. For each project on which more than 2 employees works, and retrieve the project number, project name and number of employees who works on the project here. So here what actually I want to retrieve? I want to retrieve project name, number and number of employees works for the project. Same thing, project works where condition is P number equal to PNO, group by according to P number and P name I want to group now, and condition is what it is, this count star result must be greater than 2, which okay, on each project on which more than 2 employees works, on each project more than 2 employees if works, then though such type of the project number and P name I want to retrieve here. So now here I am specifying the condition using what? Using the having class here. Yes, after grouping the tuples as a subtuples. So for those subtuples, if you want to perform or apply any condition, that is possible using what? By using the having class here. Is it clear now? Okay. Thank you.